Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today talking about St. Martin and the shore excursions brought to you by Princess Cruise Line. So if you're watching this, you're one of two people. One, you're booked on a Princess cruise, or two, you're thinking of booking a Princess cruise. It stops in St. Martin and you would like to see what your options are. Been here about a half dozen times, done many of these shore excursions, and they are all fantastic. Let me start off by saying, can you do something for free? Absolutely. Well, free, cheaper. There is a $7 round trip water taxi. It'll take you from the cruise port to downtown Philipsburg for some of the most fantastic shopping, eating, and there's actually a beach right off the dock there. So if you're looking for something, we'll call it free, but it's $7 cash. They don't take credit or debit. And it'll take you there. Also worth noting that of all the islands that I've been in the Caribbean off of a cruise ship, the duty-free shopping in Philipsburg, right off the water taxi, those are the best prices versus certainly the cruise port by about, a bottle of Johnny Walker Blue Label was like $150, and if you're familiar with that, it's $225. Go to Costco, it's $250, $275 on a good day. Cartons of cigarettes were $22 in Philipsburg, but closer to the port, it's $35. So anyway, the best deals were in Philipsburg. So anyway, that is the free, cheap option. Otherwise, we have some other shore excursions. And if you're looking for a quick jaunt to go to the other side, there's the Dutch side and the French side. There's the under two flag option here. It's a 2-hour tour, but you'll be able to go to both parts. And if your kid is 12 and under, they get the 50% off the price. But here you go. A 45-minute scenic drive, and then you're going to spend some time in Marriott, and then a 45-minute drive back. You'll have the opportunity to take an awful lot of pictures to see the island. Now, if you're looking for a little bit more of the experience, $5 more, you get 2.5-hour excursion, and you are going to see all the details that are listed here, and they just drive you through. Get to see the French and Dutch, but you also get to pause at Maho Beach. And that, if you may or may not know, that's one of my favorite, we actually did this excursion. One of my favorite things to do is go to Maho Beach. You don't get to spend a lot of time. You'll park probably by the casino that's close to it. You'll walk there. It's a small beach, and there's a lot of people, but planes will land overhead, so you'll be able to take a selfie, take some pictures. If not for nothing, that is worth seeing in and of itself. Otherwise, you're going to stop at some very scenic items, scenic places, lots of opportunities to take pictures. You'll stop at the border area between the two different countries, and a lot of different things to see. So if you're looking to kind of get the cornucopia experience, this is certainly for you. And then there's a little bit more of an intimate experience, a 3-hour excursion. It's about $50 more, and you're going to see the sights via vehicle with little to no walking with a tour guide. And so you got that air-conditioned vehicle, 30 people, and you get photo stops at the items listed here. But just make a note that this one does not stop at Maho Beach. And for me, if this is your first time going and you haven't been to Maho Beach, I recommend it. But if you're not interested in seeing an airplane landing feet over your head, then this one is certainly for you. Here's the accessible version of that. There's also the Sky Explorer. So if you want to go up over the cruise port there for $69, you get to go to the Rockland Estate, and you get to see the sights. My kid got to do this a couple months ago, and you got to be 2 years age or older, and closed-toe shoes are required. And you will be able to do the items listed here. You get greeted at the pier, drive to Rockland Estate. It's 30 minutes. Check in, go to the museum, do the Sky Explorer, trails and views. You get to see the whole gist there, and of course, gift shop and restaurant for about 30 minutes. So another sampler. And the Sky Explorer is another one of those tourist attractions. If you're interested in art and want to see the island and a little bit more of a cultural experience, this particular excursion is for you. Got to be at least 13 years of age, and you will spend some time going to the art galleries in Front Street. Then there's another gallery, this is just really an opportunity to see some art. So if you're looking to get that more authentic experience, $120, you can certainly experience that. Maybe you don't want to get art with your eyes, you want to get art with your tongue. How about a culinary experience here? For $149 per person, you will be able to go and experience a savory meal at the Rockland estate there. So you get a 30-minute transfer out to the estate, go to the museum, do the chairlift, and then a 90-minute lunch at the restaurant. So that is a fantastic experience for all of your senses. Rum tasting. Speaking of culinary delights, how about some rum tasting? I tasted the rum. It tastes, it burns. And the legal age to do that is 18 years of age there. So you get on the bus, 20-minute drive out, get the distillery for about an hour and a half, get to go to another place to eat at a restaurant for an hour and 45 minutes. And that is... cooking and rum. Who doesn't love to do that? Just want to go to the beach and get a lunch. Some of the best beaches in the world. We did some snorkeling here as well at Honeymoon Beach. So they got some great beaches. 30-minute drive, 4 hours at the beach with lunch, and then a 30-minute drive back. So if you're looking to get that $110, that's a day well spent. And then if you don't want the all-inclusive, if you don't want the lunch included, you can do the same thing for $80. Then you got the Sky Explorer Sooner Ride and the Canopy Tour. This is the one that my kid did with my brother and my brother's wife back in December. There are some limitations here of note. 52 inches is the minimum height, 275 maximum weight, minimum weight 80, and then if you have any medical restrictions, you may want to consult with your physician before you do said activities. But there will be time at the gift shop. Transfer time, 30 minutes, check-in time, some time at the museum, 20 minutes on the Sky Explorer, 20 minutes for the views, 45 minutes for the canopy, and then the Sky Explorer back. So you got a whole bunch of things to do there. So if you're into adventure, certainly you will remember it. And then here's the Flying Dutchman. Same thing as here, $20 more. You get to do the famed zip line. You get to go in fours down the hill to the bottom there. And that is fun as well. And then there's just very different variations of Rockland Estate, 109 plus the Flying Dutchman. So they're mixing it up there. Something different. Maybe you don't want to fly down the side of a mountain. You'd much rather ride on the back of a horse. As they say, save a horse. $99 for this particular excursion. And there are some medical restrictions of note here that if you're pregnant, no back or other injuries, for the horse's sake, maximum weight limit is 200 pounds, including all clothing. So they will weigh you. As a matter of fact, they do weigh you before you get on the Flying Dutchman. They got a little sensor. Green means go, and red means not today. So here's the excursion details. So you spend about 2 hours at the location, and well, you'll be able to ride a horse. 4x4 buggy experience. I did this experience in the Dominican Republic. I highly recommend doing this. It is a ton of fun. 21 years older to drive, 6 years of age or older to get in there, 4 guests. And not everyone will have the opportunity to drive, but it's about 15-minute drive out there, 30 minutes heading out to the beach, 90 minutes at the beach, and then 30 minutes heading back to the cruise port. So that is certainly a lot of fun as well. How about a cruise? Head on out to the beach and then a scenic island drive. This is another fun thing to do. $70 per person. And just a different way to see the island. There's no wrong way to see it. 12 and under is half off. And here is how your time will be spent. 45 minutes travel time. Hour at the Marriott. 45 minutes 10 minutes for a photo stop at Orient Bay, and then 40 minutes back to the cruise boat. So it's always good to know how much time you will be spending there. Want to do a little mini yacht race, $90 per person for 2.5 hours is a, well, I mean, if you ever wanted to pretend like you're in the America's Cup there, you got to sign a liability waiver, and there's a whole bunch of other notes here. But otherwise, you'll do some racing, orientation with some practice, 15 minutes going to the moorings, and 30 minutes of tendering, and then at your leisure, walk back to the cruise terminal. So there you go. That memories will definitely be made there. How about a luxury VIP snorkel cruise, $120? And you will go off on a 114 wooden schooner, and you will do the items listed here. Guests should bring cameras, bring a GoPro, and cellular service. Hey, cellular service is pretty solid at this island all the way around. I can't think of a spot where I wasn't able to use my wireless device, and I had an international travel plan, so it came in handy, certainly, to upload my YouTube shorts from the island, which I'm sure if you searched, you can see them. I took a few. So that is what you will see there. Simpson Bay is another one of the world famous locations. Then there's a Circle Island cruise. You get to go on the little raft there to a different island. And then the human-powered kayaking adventure. We will take a look at this 3.5 hours because there will be some weight limitations listed here. Minimum age 9, maximum weight 275. For $70, 3.5 hour long excursion. You will see all the items listed here in this word. Pause if you wish to read it. But in short, you will be about an hour and 45 minutes at this location where you will have the opportunity to paddle around, as it were. And the last noted excursion here is the helmet diving undersea trek. My brother also did this on one of our stops here. We always enjoy a stop here. You might think that, hey, you don't want to stop at the same island twice. Here you could probably stop at this island 200 times, and it still wouldn't be boring. Great opportunity to put your helmet on. You walk down here, you see stuff, and it's good. It's important to note how much time you will be at the bottom, and then you get 30 minutes of bottom time. So there you go. All right, so if you're on the Princess Cruise and you're heading to St. Martin, these are the things that you can do. But I'll close with how I opened. If you did none of this and all you did was go to the island and shop, or go to the island and take advantage of the beach or the restaurants, you will be rewarded, just a reminder, $7 for the water taxi. And then heck, if you didn't want to do any of this, as soon as you get off the water taxi, there's taxis there that will take you to various parts of the island for fixed rates. And that is what you can do. So I hope you found something you wanted to do. Until the next video, I hope you travel safely.